Welcome back to Utah Valley University for the 6A Utah State Tournament as we have Game 2 of our 4-game set between the 11th seed Herriman Mustangs. Coming off their upset of Fremont last week, taking on the 3 seed David Starts with a chance to take on the reigning state champs 10 seed Lehigh tomorrow at 4:30 back here at UVU. My name is Kyle Garrison. Thanks so much for joining us today on KSLSports.com for Game 2 of 4 here in Round 1 of bracket play. Both teams swept in the Super Regional, allowing for arm preservation, a little bit of rest before potentially playing 7 games in 5 days for a shot at the 6A Utah State Championship. Our pitching matchup today will feature Mason Greeno for Herriman, coming in with a 5.55 ERA, and for Davis, Lincoln Green will take the mound with a 2.38 ERA. Herriman comes in and will be the designated away team and will bat first, meaning Lincoln Green will take the mound early for Davis. We're just about set to get underway here in this round 1 of bracket play between Herriman and Davis. Riker Renteria will lead off for the Mustangs. Number 13 playing in left field today in the 1 spot. Renteria, comes in with a 3.43 ERA, 76 plate appearances, 67 at-bats, 19 runs, 23 hits, 10 RBIs, 3 doubles, 2 triples, 7 walks, and an 8.69 OPS for the senior. Top of the first inning, and here we go. Loser will take on 2 seed Pleasant Grove tomorrow. Winner will get Lehigh, the 10 seed, after winning 8-2 earlier on today. And first pitch here from Lincoln Green. And that will be a ball up. 1-0 count to start things off for Renteria. It's called strike 1, first strike of the day here for Green. Lincoln Green, 2.38 ERA, 4 wins, 1 loss on the year, 35.1 innings pitched. And a strike on the outside corner makes the count 1-2 to Renteria. Ball high, 2-2. Lincoln Green, 33 strikeouts, 13 walks, just 1 home run allowed, 12 earned runs on the year in 10 appearances. Ball outside once again, full count, 3-2 to start things off for Riker Renteria. Here's the payoff. Fouled off by Renteria, remains 3-2 count. That ball is hit high up into left field. And that will be taken down by the shortstop for Davis for the first out of the game. Cayman Sanchez brings it in. 1 out here in the top of the first inning.
Now batting for the Mustangs, number 24,
Cash Carter, the shortstop, number 24 here in the 2 spot for Herriman. 1 out here in the top of the first inning. 0-0 pitch coming from Green. A little bit high and inside. Ball 1. That ball's hit hard into center field, dropping quickly, but it will be playable for Owen Talbot. Number 1 playing center field for Davis Starts today. 2 outs. Quick work for Lincoln Green here to get to 2 outs with nobody on, as 3 spot Boston Jacobson playing third base today for the Mustangs is at the plate. Jacobson takes ball 1. 1-0 pitch. Make it 2-0. Low and away on ball 2. Hit on the ground, foul ball. Strike 1 to make the count 2-1. Mentioned it earlier. Davis coming in on a 9-game winning streak, looking to keep that going and advance to the winner's bracket of round 2 of bracket play. We'll get ball 3 here, 3-1 count on Boston Jacobson. Jacobson hits that high into shallow right field. Called off by the right fielder, and that will do a 1-2-3 inning to start it off for Lincoln Green. Gets things going for the Davis Darts, and they will be up to bat next in the bottom of the first inning. You're watching KSLSports.com. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Utah Valley University for this 6A first-round matchup between the Herriman Mustangs and the Davis Darts. Herriman went with a 1-2-3 inning to start it off. Davis, the designated home team, will be up to bat in the bottom of the first inning. Starting off for the Darts, number 5, Caleb Weaver, playing third base today. Caleb Weaver coming in with a .354 batting average, 28 hits, 27 RBIs on the year, 5 home runs, 19 walks to lead the Darts.
Leading off for Davis in the bottom of the first, the third baseman, number 5, Caleb Weaver.
Mason Greeno will start pitching for Herriman. Number 27, 5.5 ERA in the year, and he throws strike 1 to start things off. 0-1 count to Caleb Weaver, and he smokes one into left field. Will be playable, and that is caught at the warning track for out number 1 for Herriman. Mason Greeno gets his first out of the afternoon. Riker Renteria out in left field for Herriman to make the catch. 1 out here in the bottom of the first inning as we have Owen Talbot, number 1 center fielder, in the 2 spot here today. Ball low and outside. Talbot takes ball 2. Owen Talbot coming in with a .444 batting average, 40 hits, 38 runs batted in, 6 home runs, and he looks at ball 3. 3-0 count here for Owen Talbot. Leads the team with 6 home runs on the year, 1.319 OPS, excuse me. That ball gets away on ball 4, and that will be a lead-off walk for Owen Talbot. Excuse me, 1-out walk. In the 3-hole today for the Darts, Wally Grant, number 21, first baseman. Mason Greeno set to make the 0-0 pitch. Wally Grant spits on a ball down. 1-0. Pitch. Called strike 1. 1-1 count here for Wally Grant. Wally Grant, 3.75 ERA on the year, the senior. 33 hits, 27 RBIs. 1 home run, 14 walks, 8 doubles. Committed to Southern Idaho to play baseball next year. 986 OPS, combination of slugging and on-base percentage. As the 1-1 pitch is low, a throw back to first base will allow number 1 Owen Talbot to reach second base. 1 out in a wild pitch there, or a wild throw to first base, trying to tag out Talbot. Results in Talbot getting to second base. Runner in scoring place early here for the Davis Darts. One out in the bottom of the first. Runner on second for number 21, Wally Grant. Grant smokes one into right field. That ball's down. That ball's going to get back into play, but not in time, as Owen Talbot has the first run of the day for the Davis Darts. Wally Grant driving in the RBI single for the first scratch of the day here at Utah Valley. 1-0 lead for the Davis Darts early. One out here in the bottom of the first inning. Wally Grant with the RBI single, and we have Jackson Marble, the 4 spot, playing second base today, up to bat. Ball one high to Jackson Marble. That ball's going to get through the infield, right into left field. Beautiful piece of hitting right there from Jackson Marble to move the runners over. We'll have Wally Grant at second, Jackson Marble at first on the single. Still just one out here in the bottom of the first. Davis moving along the base paths as Brody McGuire, the catcher, number 7, coming in at the 5 spot, with a runner at first and second, and just one out here in the bottom of the first inning. Cameron Pettit going out to Mason Greeno, having a chat at the mound. They'll reset, and we'll get set to go here again. Brody McGuire up at the plate. McGuire fouls it off. Back-to-back hits here early for the Davis Darts. 1-0 count with one out. Here to Brody McGuire. Brody McGuire, .368 average on the year as he fouls it off. McGuire with a 1.095 OPS. One of 3 Davis position players with over a 1 OPS, and a swing and a miss gives us to a 1-2 count. Excuse me, that was a strikeout right there. That was my bad. That is 2 outs there. Mason Greeno with his first strikeout of the afternoon. 2 outs, man on first, man on second. As Carter Garrett, number 22, right fielder in the 6th spot today. Left-handed hitter going up against the righty Mason Greeno, and a swing and a miss on the first pitch makes it a 0-1 count. Carter Garrett, .357 average for the senior. 30 hits, 16 RBIs, and he'll look to get one going again. A little tumble there, and a wild throw at first base will allow the runners to come home. And Garrett will take second base. Jackson Marble will take third, and that right there will be a reach on an error for the second run of the day for the Davis Darts. 2-0 lead early on here. Man on second and third. As a Carter Garrett ground ball turns into an error, and he's able to reach to second base. I believe that will be ruled an error there, as ball 1 comes in high. Still 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. Runners on second, runners on third for Herriman Sanchez, number 9, hitting in the 7th spot today, the shortstop. As the junior takes ball 2, low and away. 2-0 count here for Sanchez. Herriman Sanchez, .299 batting average. 20 hits, 13 RBIs on the season. Spits on another ball. Outside the zone, 3-0 count here for Herriman Sanchez. He looks at a 3-0 pitch called strike by the home plate umpire. 3-1 count here for Herriman Sanchez. Foul tipped. Make it strike 2. Full count here for Herriman Sanchez. Mason Greeno trying to work out of some early trouble. Ball shot into right field, but that will be foul. 3-2 count remains. Seventh pitch of the at-bat for Herriman Sanchez. 2 outs, man on second, man on third in the bottom of the first inning. Davis jumping out to an early 2-0 lead here. Ball fouled back. Once again, remains a full count here. 8th pitch of the at-bat for Herriman Sanchez. And that is called ball 4, loading up the bases once again here for Davis in the bottom of the first inning. Herriman Sanchez drawing the walk on the full count. 9-pitch at bat, as we will get a mound visit here from Herriman. Mason Greeno with the bases loaded. 2 outs here in the bottom of the first inning. Strider Prouse will step up to the plate for Davis. Number 23, designated hitter for Davis today.
Now batting for Davis, the designated hitter, number 23, Strider Prouse.
Number 23, Prouse puts one into shallow right field, and that will be called. That will do it, but not before Davis adds 2 runs in the bottom of the first inning. We will head to the top of the second as the 4th spot is up for Herriman. You're watching KSLSports.com. Welcome back to Utah Valley University as Davis strikes first here in the 6A bracket play first round. Lincoln Green with 3 flyouts to start off the top of the first inning as the 4-hitter Cameron Pettit will be up to bat, the catcher, number 6. Sophomore batting .312 on the season, 20 hits, 11 RBIs, 15 walks to lead the team, and an .822 OPS. We'll get the 0-0 pitch called strike to start things off in the top of the second inning. Mentioned earlier, Lincoln Green, 2.38 ERA. 35 and a third innings pitched to lead Davis in that category. As another ball low and away. Makes it a 2-1 count. Similar location, 3-1 count here for Cameron Pettit. Cameron Pettit, 15 walks on the year, not shy to taking some balls. But a called strike on the outside corner brings us to a full count for Lincoln Green pitching to Cameron Pettit. And the 3-2 pitch is outside. That is a walk here, a leadoff walk for Cameron Pettit to start things off in the top of the second. First base runner of the day, led up by Lincoln Green. Looks like we will get a pinch run for Herriman. Hayes Priest will take first base. In the 5 spot, we have Logan Gregory, number 8, playing first base today. First at-bat of the afternoon. First pitch falls in for a strike, 0-1 count for Logan Gregory. We'll get a time here. Oh, 1 pitch. High. Ball 1, 1-1 count here for Logan Gregory. Logan Gregory, number 8, 2.92 average on the year. 7 hits, 4 RBIs, 8 walks, 844 OPS. As a swing and a miss makes it a 1-2 count. Strike 2 squeezed in there by Lincoln Green. Runner on first, no outs here in the top of the second. Davis jumping out to an early 2-0 lead. Herriman trying to respond. One-two pitch is outside, but a steal attempt here will be out. Number 30, Hayes Priest pinch running. Caught stealing right there for out number 1 for Davis here in the top of the second inning. Remains 2 balls, 2 strikes here for Logan Gregory. A swing and a miss, and he goes down on 3 strikes. 2 outs here in the top of the second. Lincoln Green's first K of the day. On a beautiful pitch to strike out Logan Gregory. That will bring up the center fielder, number 17, Kaysen Thomas, hitting 6 in the lineup today for Herriman. Runner caught stealing in a strikeout. Back-to-back pitches. Has 2 outs here for Herriman in the top of the second. Ball high. 1-0 count. Number 17, Kaysen Thomas, the senior, 342 average, 26 hits, 21 RBIs, 964 OPS. To lead the Mustangs in OPS. For those at home, OPS is slugging percentage, on-base percentage, combination of the two. As a 3-0 count here for Kaysen Thomas. Forces a little chat here between Brody McGuire and Lincoln Green at the mound, and we'll reset. 2 outs here in the top of the second inning. 3-0 pitch, called strike. A little bit low, caught the outside corner. 3-1 pitch. Hit up. Shallow right field. And caught by the second baseman to end the inning here in the top of the second inning. It remains Davis 2, Herriman nothing, heading into the bottom of the second. You're watching KSLSports.com. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Utah Valley University. Bottom of the second inning here for the Davis Darts. Tyson Baggett, left fielder, hitting in the 9 spot today, number 2. Mason Greeno remains the pitcher for Herriman. A bunt attempt here by Baggett. And it looks like he will be out. Play made from the catcher, number 6, Cameron Pettit. Finds the first baseman, Logan Gregory, for the first out of the inning. Bunt attempt there by Tyson Baggett. Unsuccessful. And we'll be back to the top of the lineup for Caleb Weaver. He hits one high up into right field on the first pitch. And out number 2 just like that for Herriman here in the bottom of the second inning.
Now batting number 1, Owen Talbot.
With 2 outs here in the bottom of the second inning, Owen Talbot walked in the first inning. Number 1 batting in the 2 spot today, takes a called strike on the first pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-2 count here early for Talbot. Mason Greeno dialing back in. Worked out of trouble in the first inning. 2 quick outs here in the second. But a ball hit right at the right fielder, and that will do it for the end of the inning as Mason Greeno goes 1-2-3 in the second. Herriman will be back up to bat in the top of the third. You're watching KSLSports.com. We'll be right back. And we're back at Utah Valley University. Davis Darts leading 2-0 here early over the Herriman Mustangs. Lincoln Green faced the minimum so far after a walk led to a throw out on a steal attempt from Hayes Priest. In the 7 spot, Easton Webb, designated hitter today, number 41, takes the plate to lead off the inning. Easton Webb, just a true freshman. It's a ball in the dirt, makes it 1-0 to start things off here. In the top of the third. Looks at strike 2, 1-1 count for Easton Webb. That ball is fouled back to make it a 1-2 count. Easton Webb batting .297 on the year. 22 hits, 19 RBIs. 805 OPS for the freshman. As Lincoln Green pitches it to Easton Webb, who grounds out to second base. Out number 1 here in the top of the third. As Lincoln Green continues to pitch, an absolute masterclass so far early on in this game. Up now is number 16, Carson Jones, playing second base today in the 8 spot. 0-0 pitch from Lincoln Green comes in as a strike. Swing and a miss. 0-2 count early for Carson Jones. Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 2 for Lincoln Green for out number 2 in the top of the third inning. Lincoln Green working quickly throughout these first 3 innings through 2 2/3. And in the 9 spot, we will get Brigham Whitaker playing right field today, number 2. And he'll shoot one right up center field, and that's a base knock. First of the day for Herriman as the 9-spot Brigham Whitaker hits a 2-out single here in the top of the third. We'll go back to the top of the lineup. Riker Renteria fly out in the first inning. Man on first for him after Whitaker's 2-out single. 0-0 pitch, called strike on the bottom rail. Swung on, fouled back, 0-2 count. Two outs here in the top of the third inning. 0-2 count to Riker Renteria. Lincoln Green disallowed one walk, one hit so far for the Davis Darts. Throw back to first base. Checking over on Brigham Whitaker. Able to get back to the bag safely, and will reset. Remains an 0-2 count for Riker Renteria. Oh-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, foul tipped into the glove, and that will do it for the third inning. Lincoln Green's third strikeout of the afternoon will send us to the bottom of the third inning. You're watching KSLSports.com. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Utah Valley University. A word from our sponsors. Today's game is brought to you by Tab Bank, home of the Tab Spend Rewards checking account with 3.5% annual percentage yield on your account balance and 1% cash back on eligible purchases. It's a big deal. Member FDIC. As we get set here to start the bottom of the third inning, Mason Greeno remains on the mound for Herriman. Number 21, Wally Grant leading off the third inning for Davis. RBI single in the first for Wally. And he'll watch strike one. Mason Greeno, one earned run, excuse me. Another run earned on an error. A strikeout for Greeno. As he throws a ball inside, 1-1 count. High fastball, 2 balls, 1 strike. That ball's hit hard down the right field line and foul. 2 balls, 2 strikes for Wally Grant. Mentioned earlier, 3.75 average for Wally Grant. As he hits one into center field. Playable for Herriman. And that will be out number 1 here in the bottom of the third.
Now batting the second baseman, number 8, Jackson Marble.
Number 8, Jackson Marble, playing second base. Singled in the first inning. Up to bat once again. Called strike on the outside rail. 0-1 count to start things off. Working quickly is Mason Greeno. As he hits one into center field. Playable for Herriman once again. Out number 2. In the bottom of the third inning. Play made by number 17, Kaysen Thomas. Mason Greeno making quick work. Back-to-back flyouts to start the bottom of the third inning. Number 7, Brody McGuire struck out in the first inning, playing catcher today, number 7. 2 balls to start off this at-bat, 2-0 count. The 2-0 pitch. Outside once again, 3-0 count here for number 7, Brody McGuire. .30 pitch, called strike on the bottom rail. 3-1 count here. 3-1 pitch. Sharply down the left field line, foul. Full count. Mason Greeno steps off the mound. We'll reset. Payoff pitch. That ball's outside in a lead-off walk to get things going here in the bottom of the 3rd inning as Brody McGuire draws a walk. Up next, number 22, Carter Garrett, playing right field today, reached on an error. Reached all the way to second base, as a matter of fact, on the error in the bottom of the 1st inning.
Now batting for Davis, the right fielder, Carter Garrett.
Oh, pitch inside, ball 1. Carter Garrett in the 1-0 count. Greeno set the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 1. 1-1 count on Carter Garrett. Carter Garrett, 30 hits, 16 RBIs on the season. One pitch. Fouled off by Carter Garrett. 1-2 count. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Brody McGuire on first base. 1-2 pitch inside and low. 2-2 count. Two-two pitch swung on and missed. Mason Greeno with his 2nd out of the day to retire the side. And that'll do it in the bottom of the 3rd. We'll head to the top of the 4th. Davis starts up 2-0 early in the 6A Utah State Baseball Tournament. You're watching KSLSports.com. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Utah Valley University for the top of the 4th inning. Number 24, Cash Carter at shortstop will start things off for Herriman. Lincoln Green, 3 strikeouts early on in this ball game through 3 innings. Davis with the 2 spot in the bottom of the 1st, scoreless last 2 innings. As ball 1 bounces to the backstop. 1-0 count on Cash Carter. Two-0. Cash Carter swinging at it. We'll get into the left field. Sharp turnaround first, but we'll stay at first. Lead off single for Cash Carter to start things off in the top of the 4th inning. Just the 2nd hit of the day allowed for Lincoln Green. As Boston Jacobson, 3rd baseman in the 3 spot, number 12, will be up to bat. Man on first base, no outs here. And just like that, oh, they'll call him safe at first base. Man out at second. Boston Jacobson grounds into a fielder's choice. Will remain at first base with one out here in the top of the fourth. Cameron Pettit, the catcher, number 6, up to bat in the 4 spot. Took a walk in the second inning. Fouls that one off. Last at bat, almost a 1-4-3 double play. Just ended up being a 4-3 ground out. Fielder's choice. 0-1 count. And Pettit over the second baseman. We'll put a runner at second, a runner at first here with one out in the top of the 4th inning. Single from Cameron Pettit. Walking a single on the day for the catcher. We're going to walk out to the mound, have a conversation with Lincoln Green in the infield. One out here, man on first, man on second. Boston Jacobson at second, Cameron Pettit, single just there a moment ago. He'll remain at first. We'll get Logan Gregory, number 8, up to bat. Gregory struck out in the second inning. Man on first and second with one out. Davis up 2-0, but Herriman threatening. Couple of singles here in the top of the 4th inning.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 8, Logan Gregory.
And ball 1, low and outside. One 0 pitch from Lincoln Green. Fouled behind. Make it 1-1. 3 strikeouts here for Lincoln Green. 3 1/3 scoreless innings. Logan Gregory trying to break this open. Called strike. Looked like a changeup out of the hands from Lincoln Green. The 1-2. Low and outside, 2-2 count here to Logan Gregory. Lincoln Green taking a look back at second base, checking on Boston Jacobson. We'll go to timeout here at the plate. Two-two pitch. Swung on, high into left field. Playable for Davis. They'll get it back in, hold the runners at first and second. Tyson Baguette with the play in left field. 2 outs here in the top of the 4th inning. Number 17, Kaysen Thomas, flew out in the top of the second inning. 2 outs here, lined sharply to shortstop and out at second base. That will wrap things up here in the top of the fourth inning. Lincoln Green works out of 2 singles. Score remains 2-0. Davis starts on top. You're watching KSLSports.com. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Utah Valley University. Bottom of the 4th inning. Number 9, Cayman Sanchez, walked in the first inning, will be up to bat for the Darts. Mason Greeno remains on the mound for Herriman.
The shortstop, number 9, Herriman Sanchez.
Sanchez takes ball 1 high. 1-0 count here to start things off in the bottom of the 4th inning. Called strike 1. One pitch, swung on and missed. 1-2 count for Cayman Sanchez. Mason Greeno, 2 strikeouts on the day, 1 earned run. Ball low and away, 2-2 count to Sanchez. Two pitch, swung on. Hit up the right field gap, or left field gap. Right between the shortstop and second baseman. Cayman Sanchez has a lead-off single to start things off in the bottom of the 4th for Davis. That'll bring up number 23, Strider Prose. No outs here in the bottom of the 4th. Runner on first base for Prowse. Fly out in the first inning. Looks to bunt. It'll be called ball 1. Cameron Pettit trying to get back to Logan Gregory. But Cayman Sanchez reaches back to the bag. 1-0 count. Prowse looking to bunt again. 1-1 count. Prowse DHing today for the Darts. .333 average on the year, 911 OPS. 15 hits, 10 RBIs for the senior. He'll bunt again. This one will be successful. Will he make it to first base? He will move the runner forward, but that is the first out here in the bottom of the 4th inning. 1-3 ground out. It'll be ruled for Strider Prowse. That'll bring up Tyson Baguette. Tyson Baguette also tried to bunt in the second inning, unsuccessfully. Will look to drive home the runner at second base. 9-hitter, bottom of the lineup, ball inside. 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. Man on second for Tyson Baguette. That ball's high, 2-0 count for Baguette. Baguette playing left field today. .302 average, 16 hits, 10 RBIs, 13 walks, 889 OPS. 2-0 pitch, high once again. 3 balls, no strikes here for Baguette. Look to try and bunt. Watch strike 1 fly in there. 3-1 count from Mason Greeno to Tyson Baguette. Called strike 2, full count here for Mason Greeno, pitching to Tyson Baggett. Single to start off the inning from Cayman Sanchez. Strider Prouse with a bunt out. 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th for Tyson Baggett. The payoff. Hit hard into right field. That ball's going back. That ball is out of here! Home run for Tyson Baggett. 2-run bomb to open things up here in the bottom of the 4th inning. 4-0. Davis Darts, an absolute rope to right field, is out of here for Tyson Baggett. First home run of the year coming in, a crucial moment for Baggett. 2-run bomb just like that, 4-0 Davis. That'll bring us back to the top of the lineup. 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. Caleb Weaver, couple of flyouts in the 1st and 2nd innings. Playing third base today, will take ball 1 low. Outside 2-0, first home run of the day here at Utah Valley University goes to Tyson Baggett, batting 9 for the Davis Darts. Called ball 3, 3-0 count working for Caleb Weaver. Ball 4 there. 4 pitch walk for Weaver. Caleb Weaver with a 1-out walk. That'll bring up the 2 spot. Owen Talbot. A walk and a fly out in the 1st and 2nd innings. This one bounced shortly to the pitcher. Will not be able to make the play as Talbot reaches first base. Move Caleb Weaver over to second. Man on first, man on second. Just 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. Baggett got things started with his first home run of the year. And a little dribbler single from Talbot continues the inning for the Darts. Number 21, Wally Grant, RBI single in the 1st, fly out in the 3rd. We'll get another at bat and take ball 1 high. And that one smoked to first base. What a play right there made by Logan Gregory. Runners advance to 3rd and 2nd, but the 2nd out of the inning. A big one for Davis. Down 4-0. That'll bring up Jackson Marble, number 8. A single and a fly out so far today. He'll get another crack at it with 2 outs here. Runners on 3rd and 2nd. That ball is tap foul. That one's hit high into foul territory. Playable for number 12, Boston Jacobson, and that will end the inning, but not before Tyson Baggett hits a 2-run bomb to open things up. Davis leads 4-0, headed to the top of the 5th inning. You're watching KSLSports.com. We'll be right back. The fifth inning getting underway here. Davis up 4-0 on Herriman. Number 41, Easton Webb, the designated hitter for Herriman, will get the lead off the inning. We will have a new pitcher here for Davis, Lincoln Green. 4 innings of scoreless work, 3 strikeouts, couple of hits, couple of walks. Limited the damage. We'll leave it over to Croydon Christensen. Christensen coming in with a 6.39 ERA, 16 appearances, 23 innings pitched, 31 hits, 22 runs, 21 of them earned, 14 walks, 30 strikeouts. The senior PO will look to close this one out here. Following Lincoln Green's incredible start through 4 innings. Easton Webb will have something to say about that, however, leading off the inning for Herriman, looking to get on the board for the first time today. As Croydon Christensen drills in, strike one to start things off here in the top of the 5th. 0-1 count to Webb. Ball one high. Webb hits one high into left field. Measured by Tyson Baggett. And out number 1 in the top of the 5th.
Next to the plate for the Mustangs, the second baseman, number 16, Carson Jones.
Carson Jones struck out in the 3rd. Playing second baseman today, number 16. He'll take strike one. 1-1 count. One out here in the top of the 5th. Strike on the outside rail from Croydon Christensen. One, 2. Ball 2 in the dirt. No base runners for Herriman. As Jones takes ball 3. Full count here from Croydon Christensen. Pitching to Carson Jones. Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 1 on the day for Croydon Christensen. Out number 2 in the top of the 5th inning as Carson Jones goes down swinging. That'll bring up Brigham Whitaker, right fielder, single in the top of the 3rd inning. 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. No runners on for Croydon Christensen as he throws ball 1. One-0 pitch. Swung on. Sharply into left field. That's going to be a base hit. Second single of the day for Brigham Whitaker. As a 2-out knock puts him at first base. That'll bring us back to the top of the lineup. Riker Renteria once again fly out in a strikeout so far in this game. Whitaker at first base. As Croydon Christensen drills in strike 1 to make it an 0-1 count. Oh-1 pitch, low and outside, ball 1. Low and outside once again, ball 2, 2-1 count to Riker Renteria. Renteria, the senior, batting .343, .869 OPS to lead things off for the Mustangs. As he hits one sharply up the middle and can't make the play. That'll put runners at the corners for Herriman. That will be turned into a double by Riker Renteria. A 2-out rally here in the top of the 5th inning has runners at second and third for the Mustangs. That'll bring up the 2-hitter, Cash Carter, number 24, playing shortstop today. A single last time up in the 4th inning. Fly out in the 1st. The line keeps moving for Herriman, down 4-0, trying to find some energy here in the top of the 5th inning. Davis up 4-0. Get a meeting at the mound between the infield and Croydon Christensen. Christensen coming in relieving Lincoln Green after Green's 3 strikeouts through 4 innings of scoreless work. As Cash Carter looks to drive in some runs here for the Mustangs. Down 4-0, top of the 5th inning. 2 outs, man on second, man on third. 0-0 pitch, high. 1-0 count to start things off. High and outside once again, 2-0. Cash Carter spits on ball 3, 3-0 count here with 2 outs in the top of the 5th. Strike 1 thrown in there by Croydon Christensen. Make it 3-1 count. Still a hitter's count here for Cash Carter. Looking to do some damage. And ball 4 will be just outside the plate. Bases loaded here for Herriman in the top of the 5th inning. As Boston Jacobson, the 3 spot, number 12, playing third base today. Fly out and a ground out so far. We'll get an at-bat here with the bases loaded and 2 outs. Croydon Christensen, the 0-0 pitch high, 1-0 count. Called strike on the inside corner, 1-1 count to Boston Jacobson. Ball on the outside rail, or strike on the outside rail, I should rather say. 1-2 count here. Croydon Christensen working quickly, trying to get out of this top of the 5th inning jam. Bases loaded, 2 outs. 1-2 pitch. That ball's outside, 2-2. Two pitch, thrown outside once again, full count to Boston Jacobson. Runners will go on contact with 2 outs. 3-2 pitch, and swing and a miss. Out number 3, Croydon Christensen gets out of a bases loaded jam in the top of the 5th inning to strand runners at first, second, and third. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th inning. You're watching KSLSports.com. We'll be right back. Well, welcome back to Utah Valley University, where the Davis Darts lead the Herriman Mustangs 4-0 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. 5-spot Brody McGuire will be up to bat for the Darts. Home run by Tyson Baggett in the bottom of the 4th inning. Open this one up. And Croydon Christensen working out of a bases-loaded jam with 2 outs in the top of the 5th has us here with Davis remaining on top 4-0. Ball inside to Brody McGuire. Brody McGuire hits it sharply to third. Play at first base, and that is out. Number 1 on a 5-3 ground out. That'll bring up Carter Garrett with 1 out. Nobody on. Mason Greeno remains the pitcher for Herriman. Couple of strikeouts on the day, couple of earned runs. And a fastball tight and inside will be strike 1 swinging from Carter Garrett. Carter Garrett reached on an error. Strikeout in the 3rd. A bunt attempt right there makes it 0-2 count. Oh-2 count, hit sharply down the right field line. That's got extra bases written all over it. Can't find it in right field. And Carter Garrett will stand up double here in the bottom of the 5th inning with 1 out. Perfectly hit down that right field line from Carter Garrett to get things going here in the bottom of the 5th. That'll bring up number 9, Cayman Sanchez. A walk and a single on the day so far. Mason Greeno remains on the mound for Herriman. 4 1/3 innings pitched for Greeno. 3rd time through the order. Ball 1 outside. Davis pitching staff been on point all game long, holding Herriman to just 5 hits, no runs. Davis with 6 hits of their own, 4 runs. As a ball is fired sharply right up the center field gap. Cayman Sanchez, that's going to bring home the runner. Number 22, Carter Garrett, flying in from second base on the RBI single from Cayman Sanchez. Make this game 5-0, Davis in front. One out here in the bottom of the 5th inning. RBI single for Cayman Sanchez. 2nd hit of the day for the shortstop. Hitting .299 on the year. 20 hits, now 22. 13 RBIs, now 14. 861 OPS for Cayman Sanchez, and that will bring up number 23, Strider Prouse. Fly out, ground out so far in the game. 1 out, runner on first base for number 23, designated hitter today for the Davis Darts. Throw back to first base, not in time. Cayman Sanchez sliding back to the bag. Third at bat for Prouse. Here's the pitch from Green. A little bit high from Mason Greeno, 1-0 to Prouse. Swing and a miss for strike 1. 1-1 count. One pitch. High and outside, 2-1 count. Holding the runner at first base is the catcher, Cameron Pettit. Another throw back to first, not in time, as Sanchez gets back to the bag. Runner goes, and he is safe. That's a stolen bag right there from Herriman Sanchez. Runner at second base now for Strider Prowse. Three-one count here to Prowse. Mason Greeno takes time. That ball's hit hard into left field. Playable for Riker Renteria. Will advance the runner, number 9, Herriman Sanchez, to third base. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Runner on third for the 9-hitter Tyson Baggett. Last time up, Tyson Baggett hit a rope to right field for a 2-run bomb, first home run of the day. He'll look to do it again as he fouls this one off. 0-1 to Baggett. First home run of the year for Baggett, coming in high pressure moment as he takes ball 1. Mason Greeno looking to work through the 5th inning. 1-0 pitch, bunted right in front of the pitcher. That ball is in time, and the 3rd out of the inning on a 1-3 ground out. Couple of bunt attempts from Davis, couple of outs, and that'll do it for the bottom of the 5th inning. We'll head to the top of the 6th. You're watching KSLSports.com. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Utah Valley University, where the Davis Darts lead the Herriman Mustangs 5-0 here in the 6A first round of bracket play. Utah Baseball State Tournament. We'll get a pitching change for Davis. Herriman Sanchez, 2 singles on the day, as a batter will take over on the mound. 0 ERA, 12 2/3 innings pitched. 11 strikeouts, 3 walks for Sanchez. As number 6, Cameron Pettit, the catcher, will lead off the inning at the 4 spot for the Mustangs. Top of the 6th inning. Oh, pitch, called strike on the changeup. 0-1 count to start off the top of the 6th inning. Pettit takes ball 1. Pettit with a walk and a single in his first 2 at-bats on the day. Looking to replicate that here is Herriman, trying to find a rally. Ball 2 from Sanchez to Pettit. 2-1 pitch. Flied up into the infield, unable to make the play, and that'll be an infield single for Cameron Pettit. His 2nd hit of the day, 3rd time on base, to lead things off here in the top of the 6th inning.
Now batting number 8, Logan Gregory.
Caleb Weaver was flying in there from shortstop. Moving over from third base, unable to make the play. That'll put Pettit at first. Number 8, Logan Gregory, playing first base today. A strikeout in the 2nd inning, excuse me. Fly out in the 4th. No outs here in the top of the 6th, man on first. That ball gets away from the catcher, and that will be another base for the Mustangs as Cameron Pettit takes second on the wild pitch. 2-0 count here for Logan Gregory. Two-0 pitch. That one hit him. Gregory will take first base on the hit by pitch. Runners on first and second for the Mustangs here in the top of the sixth. No outs. That'll bring up number 17, Kaysen Thomas, playing center fielder today. Fly out and a ground out in his first two plate appearances. With Easton Webb on deck. No outs here. First and second. Runners on for Herriman. Herriman held scoreless so far in this game on 6 hits. Oh, pitch to Thomas is high. Ball 1. Sanchez settling in there in his first inning of work on the mound. And that ball's lined sharply down the left field line. That's going to bring one runner home. And they'll hold him at third. A no-out double for Kaysen Thomas brings home Herriman's first run of the day. Much needed run to get things going here in the top of the sixth for Herriman. Runners on second and third, and no outs here. Making it 5-1. Davis remains on top. Big RBI double there from Kaysen Thomas to score Cameron Pettit. Logan Gregory to third. That'll bring up Easton Webb, number 41. DHing today for the Mustangs. Ground out and a fly out in his first two plate appearances. Meeting at the mound. Cameron Sanchez will remain in the game for Davis. But Herriman, with a top of the sixth inning rally, already scored one. Man on second, man on third for Easton Webb. 7th spot today for the Mustangs. 0-0 pitch is outside. Ball 2 is low. 2-0 count here for Easton Webb. Cameron Sanchez in his first inning of work, yet to record an out. As Herriman looks to keep the line moving. Umpire will go out to the mound. Have a word with Sanchez and Brody McGuire. We will reset. 2-0 count remains. Make it 3-0. Big spot here for the Herriman Mustangs. Trying to find a way to squeak back into this game. 3-0 pitch is low. That's a 4-pitch walk for Easton Webb. Bases loaded here in the top of the sixth inning for the Herriman Mustangs. That'll bring up Carson Jones. Couple of strikeouts in his plate appearances today. Bases loaded, no outs. Both teams with 7 hits. Davis with 5 runs, Herriman with 1. Big spot here in the top of the sixth. Winner will take on 10-seeded Lehigh tomorrow here at UVU. Loser will take on 2-seed Pleasant Grove after they fell to Lehigh 8-2 in our 11 o'clock game. Carson Jones stepping up, number 16, playing second base today in the 8 spot. Herriman Sanchez remains on the mound for Davis. That ball is high, 1-0 count to start things off for Jones. One 0 pitch. High once again, 2 balls, no strikes on Carson Jones. That ball's fouled off, 2-1 count. Righty on righty matchup between Herriman Sanchez, Carson Jones, no outs, bases loaded for the Mustangs. Down 5-1 as he'll take ball 3 inside. 3-1 count for the Mustangs. Three-one pitch, swung on and missed. Full count here for Carson Jones coming from Herriman Sanchez. Brigham Whitaker on deck for the Mustangs. 2 singles on the day for Whitaker in the 9-hole. Here's the payoff. Strike looking. First out of the inning for Herriman Sanchez. First strikeout of the day. First out of the inning in the top of the 6th. Bases remain loaded for Brigham Whitaker. Oh, pitch, fouled on the left side. 0-1 count to start things off for Whitaker. Mentioned it earlier, a couple of singles on the day for the right fielder. .274 average for the senior. 0-1 pitch, that one's lined sharply into left field. That'll drive home a runner, but that is out number 2 in the inning. And trying to reach third is Herriman. That will be an out. That is the 3rd out of the inning. That'll do it here in the top of the 6th inning. Quick work right there by Herriman Sanchez to work out of a bases loaded situation. That'll bring home one more run for the Mustangs, but Davis leads 5-2. Head into the bottom of the 6th inning. You're watching KSLSports.com. We'll be right back.
With a Tab Spend checking account, you earn big rewards. It's hard to not make a scene.
Cash or card?
Oh, my card's right here.
That's a big card.
You should see how much it's earned me. Sorry, Grandma. Tab Spend isn't just another checking account. It's packed with benefits.
How do I get one?
Just scan this QR code or go to tabbank.com. It's all online and super easy to get started.
Welcome back to Utah Valley University. Davis Darts lead the Herriman Mustangs 5-2 entering the bottom of the 6th inning. Number 5, Caleb Weaver, third baseman, will lead things off here in the bottom of the 6th for the Darts. Bases loaded, no outs for Herriman in the last inning. Herriman Sanchez able to work through it, a double play on a fly out and a tag out at third. Got us to where we are now. Mustangs only able to get 2 out of the 6th inning. We'll have a new pitcher in for the Mustangs. It'll be number 45, Ricardo Mazones, the junior. Just 1 inning pitch this year for Mazones. 2 strikeouts, 2 walks. We'll start things off against Caleb Weaver. A couple of flyouts and a walk for Weaver in his first 3 plate appearances. Will lead things off here in the bottom of the 6th. 0-0. Outside rail called strike. 0-1 count. Ball's way outside. 1-1 count. Just a little bit high for ball 2. 2-1 here to Weaver. Davis with the 5-2 cushion here. Has a high fly ball from Weaver. Into center field, will be out. Number 1, playable for the Mustangs. As Mazonis gets his first out of the afternoon here in the bottom of the 6th inning.
Now batting for Davis, the center fielder number 1, Owen Talbot.
It'll be Owen Talbot. Walk, fly out, single in the 4th for Talbot. 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Nobody on, ball outside. 1-0 count to Talbot. Playing center fielder today for the Davis Darts. 2 spot. That ball's high as well. 2-0 to Talbot. Pitch is high. 3-0 count. Running for Owen Talbot. We'll get a meeting at the mound between Mazonis and the infield. Head coach David Carter will go out there and have a chat as well. We'll reset things. Here in the bottom of the 6th, Cameron Pettit having a quick chat with Mazonis as well as the infield. 3-0 count to Owen Talbot. Called strike 1. Talbot looking for a bunt attempt there. Will take strike 1. 3-1 count. Fouled off. Make it a full count. 3-2 here to Owen Talbot. Mazonis working back in the count. Down 3-0. Made it 3-2. Here is the payoff. That ball is outside. That'll be a walk here. Second walk of the day for Owen Talbot. Putting a runner at first. 1 out in the bottom of the 6th here. As number 21, Wally Grant, hitting in the 3rd spot today, will step up for the Davis Darts. 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Runner at first base. Mazonis looks back to first base, covered by Talbot. Runner goes. Talbot will make it in to second base. Thought about going to third, thought better of it. Will remain at second base on the steal. 1 out. Runner at second. 0-1 count here for Wally Grant. Wally Grant, RBI single, fly out and ground out in his 3 plate appearances. 1-0 pitch. Fouled back. 1-1.
Please return all foul balls to dugouts. Thank you.
One pitch from Mazonis. High and outside, make it 2-1 on the count for Wally Grant. Wally Grant will take time, step out of the batter's box. Right on left matchup. Ball. Ooh, they'll call that a strike on the inside rail. Make it 2-2. Well-placed pitch by Ricardo. Two-two pitch. Line down the right field line. Playable. Out number 2. Made by number 8, Logan Gregory. That'll bring up the 4-hitter, number 8, Jackson Marble, playing at second base today. Runner moves over from second to third on the ground out. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. Ricardo Mazonis on the mound. Called strike 1 on the bottom rail. Oh, 1 to Marble. Ball just a little bit outside from Mazonis. 1-1 count. Marble thought about it. Instead takes ball 2. Two-one pitch, high and inside. 3-1 count for Jackson Marble. Jackson Marble, a single, couple of flyouts in his 3 plate appearances so far today. Three-one count. That ball is smothered right at the second baseman. Not able to make the play is number 16, Carson Jones. That'll drive in a runner, an RBI single for Jackson Marble. Make it 6-2, Davis on top. RBI single there on a hard hit ball, unable to make the play. Davis leads 6-2. That'll bring up Brody McGuire once again. Strikeout, walk, and a ground out for McGuire. Jackson Marble on first base. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. Mazonis pitches back to first base. Jackson Marble on it. Slides back into first base and is safe. 0-1 pitch here to McGuire. Ball's hit up in the air into right field. It will drop. Fair ball. McGuire stays at first. Marble trots into third base, standing up. Runners at the corners. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. Nine hits on the day for the Darts. Bring up number 22, Carter Garrett. Doubled his last time up. Reached on an error. strikeout in the third. Obviously a double in the fifth. For the right fielder, number 22 in the 6 spot, today for the Darts. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. Runners at the corners. Ricardo Mazonas remains on the mound for the Mustangs. Tried to get the runner out at third as Brody McGuire attempted to steal. Carter Garrett, 0-0 count. He hits one high up into right field. Right fielder going back. That ball will get down at the warning track. That'll drive home 2 runs for the Darts. That is an RBI triple for Carter Garrett, sliding into third base on the high hit ball into right field. Make it 8-2. Davis on top here in the bottom of the 6th inning on the Carter Garrett triple. 2 RBIs for Garrett, double and a triple on the day. Incredible performance from number 22. That'll bring up Herriman Sanchez. Pitched in the top of the 6th to the Mustangs, now up to bat. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Couple of singles, RBI single for Herriman Sanchez and a walk. Reached base all 3 plate appearances today. That one is fouled back for strike 2. Davis getting some insurance runs here in the bottom of the 6th, 3 spot to extend their lead 8-2. Ball fouled back once again. Remains 0-2 count for Herriman Sanchez here in the 6A Utah State Baseball Tournament. Ricardo Mazonas trying to work through. That's a called strike 3. Ring him up, says the umpire. That will be it for the end of the 6th inning. Davis tacks on 3 runs to extend their lead 3-2. Head into the top of the 7th. You're watching KSLSports.com. Welcome back to Utah Valley University as the Davis Darts lead the Herriman Mustangs 8-2 here in the top of the 7th inning. Message from our sponsors. Today's game is brought to you by Tab Bank, home of the Tab Spend Rewards checking account with 3.5% annual percentage yield on your account balance and 1% cash back on eligible purchases. But great rewards are just the beginning. Convenient online and mobile banking with no hidden or complex qualification requirements, no minimum opening balance, and no account fees. It's a big deal. Member FDIC.
Attention please, now pitching for Davis. Number 14, Sam Seavey.
Sam Seavey in to pitch for the Darts to close things out. 3.8 ERA on the year, 35 innings pitched, 44 strikeouts to just 11 walks. Incredible season for Seavey. Looks to finish things off here in the top of the 7th with an 8-2 lead.
Leading off for the Mustangs in the 7th inning.
Number 13, Riker Renteria leading things off here in the top of the 7th. Fly out, strike out, and a double in the 5th for his 3 plate appearances as he takes ball 1. One 0 count. Slapped into left field. One hop to the left fielder, but not before Riker Renteria with his 2nd hit of the day. Gives the Mustangs a leadoff single to open up the top of the 7th.
Next up for Herriman, number 24, Cash.
Cash Carter up to bat, playing shortstop today for the Mustangs in the 2 spot. Fly out, single, and a walk in his 3 plate appearances. Looking for a late rally here, down 8-2. Sam Seavey on the mound for the Davis Darts. One-zero pitch, make it 2-0. Number 12, Boston Jacobson on deck for Herriman. Two-zero pitch from Seavey. Make it 3-0 here to Cash Carter. Get a meeting at the mound as Brody McGuire goes to have a chat with Sam Seavey. Runner on first, no outs here in the top of the 7th. Davis leads 8-2. Brody McGuire going to check on his pitcher, settle him down a little bit. With 3 more outs remaining for the Davis Darts. Winner will head to round 2 of bracket play in the winner's bracket. Take on 10 seed Lehigh tomorrow. Strike on the inside corner. 3-1 to Cash Carter. That ball is fouled back. Count runs full for Cash Carter. Sam Seavey pitching for the Davis Darts. His first inning of work in this round 1 of bracket play in the 6A Utah State Baseball Tournament. The payoff. Swung on. Right to the third baseman. There's 1. And there's 2. That's a double play right there for the first 2 outs of the inning. Clear the bases. A 5-6-3 double play. With just 1 more out remaining for the Davis Darts to advance to the winner's bracket tomorrow. Boston Jacobson at the plate for the Mustangs. He'll take strike 1 on the outside corner. Fly out, ground out, and strikeout for Jacobson on the day. 0-1 count. Fired up the middle. That's a single there for Boston Jacobson. His first hit of the afternoon. 2-out knock here in the top of the 7th inning. Put a man on first base. For number 6, Cameron Pettit. Cameron Pettit reached base all 3 times today. Walk, single, single. Looking to do that again here late in this ball game, trying to start a rally for Herriman. 0-0 pitch is high. Make it 1-0 to Pettit. That ball went around Pettit. Will be a hit by pitch. Jacobson will advance to second. Pettit to first. Runners on first and second, 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. Davis up 8-2. Herriman starting a rally here in the top of the 7th with 2 outs. Logan Gregory up to bat in the 5 spot today. Strike, fly out, and a hit by pitch for number 8 as he takes ball 1. One-zero pitch from Seavey. Strike on the outside corner, make it a 1-1 count. Final out here for Herriman to work with. Davis up 8-2 in the top of the 7th. 1-1 pitch from Seavey. Swung on and missed 1-2 count to Logan Gregory. Final out for the Darts. Ball outside, 2-2 count. Herriman on their last strike to work with here. Runners at first and second for the Mustangs. Two pitch here for Seavey. Ball low and away. Count runs full once again here for Logan Gregory. Here is the payoff. Fly ball, second base side. First baseman comes in to make the catch, and that will do it. As the Davis Darts will advance to the winner's bracket to take on 10 seed Lehigh tomorrow. Herriman will take on 2 seed Pleasant Grove tomorrow as well in the loser bracket. Thank you all so much for joining us today on KSLSports.com. Big thank you to our production staff and everyone behind the scenes who made this broadcast possible. My name's Kyle Garrison. Tune in at 4:30 as the 1 seed American Fork will take on the 9-seeded Bingham as we get set to start play in bracket 1 of the 6A state championship. Thanks again for joining in. We'll see you guys next time.